Jai Hind बच्चों. So today we will do one more topic of chapter 6 of class 10th, that is excretion. Right? So like we have studied about the gaseous waste, that is carbon dioxide, oxygen, so CO2. So for plants, oxygen is also at times waste, they release this. Like human beings, they release carbon dioxide. So that we have done how they do this. Now there are nitrogenous waste also produced in the body, right? So these nitrogenous waste, they are produced during metabolic activities. There are many metabolic activities that occurs in the body, and during that the nitrogenous waste they are produced. So how the body get rid of these nitrogenous wastes? So the process is called excretion. That biological process which involves the removal of harmful nitrogenous waste from the body is called excretion, right? So in case of unicellular organisms, like in case of amoeba, paramecium, so these wastes are removed through simple diffusion. Okay? So we have studied about diffusion also. So their concentration is more in the body, in the surrounding water the concentration is less. If we talk about this amoeba, clear? So how they get rid of this nitrogenous waste? They simply diffuse it out. Their concentration is more, see, and concentration is less, so it comes out of the body. So simple diffusion, there is no system. See, so a system is there, but it's a simple system of diffusion of these waste through the body. But in case of multicellular organism, right, so this waste is to remove from each and every cell of the body. So metabolic activity occurs in each and every cell, and a multicellular organism, they have millions of cells. So how to remove this waste from those millions of cells and thus removed out of the body, to collect from these cells, millions of cells, and to remove out of the body. So there is a specialized system that is called the excretory system. So there are organs are involved. So how human beings they remove their nitrogenous waste we'll do in this chapter. So excretion in human beings, it is in your syllabus. There is excretion of human beings you have to study. So we study the excretory system of human being. So what is in this? This is a pair of kidneys. One this, okay, and one this. This is left and this is right. Right kidney and left kidney. And left kidney is little higher than that of the right kidney. So they are placed, located in the abdomen, okay, on either side of backbone. Okay. And these kidneys, there are, see, these arteries, this is called renal artery, which enters into this kidney, which carries blood where there is a nitrogenous waste. So this renal artery which carry nitrogenous waste enter into this kidney. Okay. Same way in the left side also, this is renal artery, this one. So the main tributary is like aorta. Aorta is main tributary from heart, and this main tributary divides into branches, and one goes to the left kidney, another goes to the right kidney. So aorta divided into many branches that goes to the many organs. So whatever that branch coming to kidney is called renal artery, right? And these renal arteries, they carry nitrogenous waste, right? And these renal arteries, they divide into number of branches inside the kidney. That we'll study further. How they divide, and how the filtration of this nitrogenous waste occurs. That we'll do. And these arteries, they divide into many branches, and finally they combine and form this renal vein. See, this is right renal vein. This is right renal vein, which is the dark color. Same way from the left kidney, this renal artery, it divides into number of branches and again combine and form this renal vein. Right? Now this renal vein carries blood which is free of nitrogenous waste. Because whatever nitrogenous waste present in blood, that is in the renal artery, filters by these kidneys. Right? And that filtrate that we call urine, it comes through this tube. Right? That tube is called ureter. See, this is right ureter and this is left ureter. And these ureters, they both enters into this urinary bladder. Right? And this urinary bladder stores urine till the time it removes out of urethra. See? So this is a complete excretory system of human. Right? Now we'll study how this urine is formed. So how this urine formed and what process occurs in kidney, that we'll study. Right? So nitrogenous base is basically uric acid or urea. Okay? So see, in each kidney we have this structure that we call nephrons. And each kidney has millions of nephrons. So if we study the structure of this nephron, it's a cup shaped. See, it's a cup shaped structure, and this is its tubular part. This is tubular part, this way. Now this is attached to this collecting duct. Same way, another unit here, another nephron, one more nephron. So there are number of nephrons connected to this collecting duct. See? So a nephron has this cup-shaped structure that is called Bowman's capsule. And this is the tubular part. It's a tube. Right? Tube-like structure. Now what happens? We have studied about this renal artery. That renal artery, it enters into kidney. So if we study this renal kidney, the renal artery, it divides into number of branches. And these branches finally divides into capillaries. See, this branch of renal artery, it divides into capillaries in this Bowman's capsule. And this capillary, this is we call glomerulus. And this again, now this divide into capillaries and then unite into arteriole. This is a branch of renal artery. We call them afferent arteriole and this is efferent arteriole. Both are arteries. So through these capillaries, nitrogenous waste come in this Bowman's capsule, filter into this. Some salts also come, amino acid also enter into it, water also comes into it. Right? So, and it moves into this tube. While it moves, this filtrate moves into this tube. This afferent arteriole, which is coiled around this tube, it branched. It formed capillaries. Again, it branched and coiled also around this tube. And what it does in this arteriole, the blood is there, and in this tube, which is of nephron, part of nephron, filtrate is there, which is filtered from this. That is waste, nitrogenous waste, water, salt, glucose, amino acids. So when this filtrate passes through this tube, excess of water is reabsorbed, salt reabsorbed, glucose is also reabsorbed, amino acid is also reabsorbed. Clear? And then what urine is formed is passed into this collecting duct, and these collecting duct then they combine to form ureter, and then blood, through ureter blood goes into urinary bladder. Clear? And these these capillaries or tubes or arterioles or branches of renal arteries, they again combine and join and form this renal vein or the branch of renal vein. Right? And this branch of renal veins of number of nephrons, they combine and form renal vein. See, this way. So number of these branches of renal arteries, they combine and form renal veins that comes out of this. Now this renal vein is free of nitrogenous waste. Clear? So I will just revise it. Each kidney has large number of filtration unit called nephrons, and they are closely packed, and they are in millions. And they have cup-shaped structure, Bowman's capsule, and they have a tube that is connecting to this collecting duct, and it is receiving blood from a branch of renal arteries, which divides into fine capillaries called glomerulus, and these capillary rejoin to form efferent arteriole, and it coils around the tubular part and reabsorbs water, salt, amino acids, glucose, excess of water, right? And this urine, which is formed in each kidney, enters into ureter. Okay, then from ureter to urinary bladder. Here, this bladder, urinary bladder, it is a muscular organ. So naturally muscular organs, it has this nervous control. So urine is stored here till the time this pressure of expanded bladder, when the urine is there in the bladder and the bladder expands, that leads to urge to pass it out through urethra. Clear? And you must have seen many times that sometimes urine is very concentrated, like maybe yellow color, and sometimes it is like whitish, transparent. So amount of water that is reabsorbed. So we have seen that excess of water is reabsorbed while this filtrate passes through this tubular part of the nephron. But is it the same amount of water they reabsorb every time? So answer is no. At times it absorbs more water, at times it absorbs less water. So when they will absorb more water, when they will absorb less water? So it depends on two factors. First of all, how much excess water is there in the body. If there is more water or less water, we'll see that. Or how much dissolved waste there in the body. If there is more waste or less waste. See, so if amount of waste is to be released is less, then we need less water. So naturally, if you dissolve at times this water The urine is what? It's a water in which the nitrogenous wastes are present, are dissolved in it. Right? If we have less waste to release, naturally we need less water. So kidney will reabsorb whatever excess water is there in the tube part. They will absorb that. If more waste has to be released, naturally more water will be required to release more waste. So kidneys will reabsorb less water through that tubular part. So in this part, when urine when the filtrate from the blood comes to this tube part, this excess water reabsorbed through these blood vessels, right? So if this less waste in the filtrate, less water is needed, so they will absorb water. No need to remove that water because we need less water, so they will absorb excess water. And if there's a more of waste is there, so they will absorb less water. And secondly, on second factor is how much water is present in the body, right? So body need water. Okay. So if we remove plenty of water through the body, then body will not survive. So kidney has to judge that. So if there is plenty of water in the body, so naturally for plenty of water they can release water, excess of water, no harm. So there is a dilute urine will be formed. But if there is a less water in the body, then concentrated urine will be formed, because the body needs water. So if already there is less water and kidneys, they will keep removing water from the body, then how the body will survive? So when the water is less in the body, then kidney, they try to absorb maximum water. So from here, from this part, they will absorb maximum water, because that water is required to survive the body, human body. So the urine which is formed, it will be concentrated one. Clear? So then concentrated, if there is a less water in the body, then concentrated urine will be formed. So in such case, kidney will reabsorb water from this tubular part. Okay. So I hope this is clear to everyone, the excretory system in case of human being and how urine is formed. Right? I hope you like this video, and if you like, then please like it and subscribe it. Thank you so much, students.